From where I'm at to where you're at, welcome to Smoky Goodness 2.0. Today, inspired by a suggestion and a really great idea from Tom over at Tom's Test Kitchen during a Google Hangout last week, we're going to be doing the coveted, world famous, soon, Slawsunza. What's a Slawsunza? It's basically a Runza minus the cabbage and this added to it. This is Slawsa. Picked this up last week. I just opened it. I just tried it. I just said I love it. So that's going into the Runza. It's basically a birack or a Runza Casserole. Yeah, I'm not going to bake any bread out here. Some of my baking disasters are legendary around here. So we're going to take a few shortcuts. Ingredients will be introduced. Shut up, truck. Like I said, ingredients will be introduced as they come into play. Stick around, Herb. Mr. Weber Gold and Mr. Grill Dome will be providing the heat for us this afternoon. I'm going to start off with a whole large Vidalia onion, Vidalia, however it's pronounced. And we have 2 pounds of 80/20 ground chuck. What, Mr. Smoky Goodness guy, you're not using bison? You gotta go back to the basics sometimes, right? And I'm hoping my pan is gonna be big enough for everything that's going into it. Looks like I need a new cast iron pan, a bigger one. Of course, this is all gonna cook down, so not a biggie. All right, I'll let that go for a little while. We'll be back with some more magic. All right, the onions are starting to sweat down quite a bit. A few more minutes has passed. It's gonna hit this with some salt and pepper to taste. There's no specific amount that you need to add. It's to taste or something. It's gonna lay in pink salt, a little bit of rainbow peppercorn. Not a lot. And at this point, this is normally where I'd be adding the raw cabbage to this. I'm not going to be doing that, of course, because the slaza is already cooked. So it doesn't need a whole lot of time. We're just going to kind of warm it up with everything else before we get on to the next step, which is why the grill dome is fired up. And a few more minutes has passed. It's starting to look pretty darn good. Okay, at this point, we're going to hit it with some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Boy, you've got to pronounce that correctly on YouTube, otherwise the grammar police will descend. Kaput, it's empty. I'm out of Worcestershire sauce. Take that, grammar police. And I think now may be the time for the magic. Of course, the magic is this wonderful new product called Slawsa, which was featured on a Google Hangout from JB last weekend, and which got me inspired by what was said about it and what Tom mentioned to try this in a Runza or a birack. And I'm not a birack, not a barack. And I'm not entirely sure how much of the slaza this is going to take. So I didn't start off with much. Looks like I may need more. Maybe a lot more. Maybe the whole jar, huh? Yep, that definitely needs a lot more. Further affidavit says we're adding the whole jar, the whole thing. This is 2 pounds of ground beef, a whole Vidalia onion. So we want the slaza to be one of the primary flavors in this, so don't be afraid to use it all. Man, this is gonna rock. At this point, we'll move this pan right off of the hot coals. As you can see, there aren't that many hot coals left. And my wife's got a ribeye to cook, so I'll put a lid on that for a few minutes while we move on to the next step. Okay, my next tweeze, as the root boy calls it, rather than attempting to bake the dough for this Runza casserole. Just using crescent rolls. I'm cheating, yes, and enjoying it. I'm a cheater, and I enjoy cheating because I'm not a baker, and I don't enjoy baking. Just ask anyone who tried to taste my red velvet cake from a few years back. Not trying to make this perfect, just trying to make it. Just kind of smash everything together. All right, let's get our goodness. Smells amazing. Smells great. It's gonna smell even greater soon. All right, here's our goodness. Here's our casserole. Here are 2 slotted spoons. You know what the slotted spoons are for, right? Let's get rid of that grease from the 80-20 ground chuck. You might say we're getting rid of the 20. Want to spread it all out nice and even, just like that. All right, time for a little more magic. This is about 1.5 pounds of shredded mozzarella. Right, Sal? Mozzarella. Oh, Sal, hey, guess what? I want to thank you for something here in just a minute. I will be indulging in something you sent. It's gonna rock, it's gonna roll. But we'll get to that in a minute. Ah, I'm spilling something. Damn. A little bit of an Italian twist here. Why not? That mozzarella. Last but not least, bet you saw this one coming. Another layer of these cheater crescents right on top of this. Now all we're going to do is get that out of the way and wrap this up with some heavy-duty aluminum foil. You can hear me over the heavy-duty aluminum foil. And this is going into the grill dome. The grill dome is up to about 350 degrees. Oh yeah. We're gonna let that go for about 35 to 40 minutes. And the final 10 minutes of that, we'll take the foil off of it, brown up that cheater crescent roll stuff in there. Ought to be really good. Stick around. Man, I have been waiting a long time for this. Thanks, Sal. I appreciate this, man. You have no idea. I figured I'd start with this. Shipyard pumpkin head. I think it's from it's manufactured by Shipyard Brewing. Oh, okay. Since Halloween is my favorite holiday and I love pumpkin spice anything, and this is one of those that didn't get damaged in transit. Wow, that is really good. Cheers. Thanks, Sal. Some shout outs. The Root Boy Cooks. Check them out. Tom's Test Kitchen. Thanks for the idea for this Slawsunza. And what else? Oh, hey. If you get a chance, go over and check out my friend over at Lumberjack PA. We were exchanging some comments about a week ago on YouTube, maybe 2 weeks ago. And he mentioned he only had something like 15 subscribers. 15? Maybe a little bit more now, but geez, 15? We gotta do something about that. Go over and check him out, good guy. He's one of the many up in the Northeast who has had to put up with this brutal winter. Well, the brutal winter they had. They have had snow on top of snow on top of more snow. So go check him out. One more shout out. Should I even do this? There's a channel. It's been around YouTube for a long, long time. Just happens to be one of my personal favorite channels. This channel has been sitting in the 400 range for subscribers for 2 or 3 years. I think the videos on there are really good, but I'm kind of jaded. Go check out Sly Flight. Hey, I'll leave links to everything down here. Cheers. All right, 35 minutes mission elapsed time on this portion of our Pix mission. It is at this point, we're going to take the foil off of this. Oh man, look at that. There we go. Okay, we're going to let that brown up for about another 10 minutes or so. All right, the time has come. Oh my God, look at that. Does that not look good? Let's get this inside, huh? Slippery Chicken is on the phone. Be with you in a minute, Tom. How does it taste there, Mr. Smoky Goodness Guy? Let's find out. Good stuff. It's a Runza on steroids with Slawsa. Hang on a minute. Oh, where's the little guy?
We missed him a lot.
He's camping. So in lieu of Levi doing our traditional closing video shot, I'm going to have my lovely, beautiful wife say,
Brother.
and what is this? This whole time there was...
My food.
Her food. My food. Oh yeah.